Okay, there we go. Now, what to do with ye? Mostly want to figure out this. Okay. Well, I have some plans. I don't know if they're good plans, but they're definitely plans. All right. We'll need that. We'll need regular turquoise. That might help too. Yeah, that's gonna be a good transition color, I think. All right. Now, what I think I want to do is reestablish some of this jade in these shadowy areas. Plus this way I can just kind of work up to the colors that I want to keep around. Because I like the red, and that made the orange nice and poppy, which I like, but I think getting some of this jade back down in the shadows is gonna be nice as well. Plus, I think doing some, like, reverse highlights, essentially, will be kind of neat. which I guess is technically shadows, but like it's hard to explain. I think it'll help pull things together, I think. And then now we're going to use some orange and I'm also going to use some yellow to make a hopefully really punchy highlight color. Though we are going to reinforce that orange in some areas where we want that to be a little bit more prominent. We'll just kind of feather those out. And like on the back here, we can hit some of the dry brushed areas just to help push that contrast. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope everyone is having a good night so far. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always open to answer your questions. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. we're just hanging out, painting some Dark Eldar. See if I can get this down to a nice glaze, maybe. Yeah, I think that's cool. We're gonna use some of this for the underside of the bird. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day so far, or evening. If you have any questions or just feel like talking, feel free to post something in chat. I'm always happy to respond. Hey, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Hey, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night so far. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to post in chat. I'm always happy to answer. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. If you have any questions or just want to talk, feel free to do so in the chat. I will be happy to answer any questions. Right now we're working on a Dark Eldar Kill Team, and I don't even know really what we're doing anymore, but it's like contrasting colors. And like warm and cold. And I think that's pretty cool so far. Definitely something I haven't done before. Hopefully I can convey a cool reason on the base whenever I get around to it. But until then, I think it's just a cool idea. Hey, welcome in everybody. Hope y'all are having a good evening, good day, potentially even. Hope everyone's doing well. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the chat. I'm always happy to answer. Hey, what's up, Carvis? No, I am working on Dark Eldar. Right now it's for a art trade, and I'm doing, well, this is half of the Kill Team scheme. It's basically warm and cold colors, so I've gone with like a turquoise and a orange and some reds. So just slowly working out what everything is supposed to be. Hey, thanks, man. But I want to justify these colors by the basing. The idea is that it's like a synthwave, cyberpunk kind of thing. So I wish I could zoom in. I am no technical genius when it comes to Twitch, but so on these, I think we're just going to lean heavily into cold and warm colors. And then for the other half of the Kill Team, when I'm not knocking it over, it is probably what you more consider a normal scheme for or more and turquoises there with a little bit of yellow, or orange more of. But yeah, like, nice thing is every piece of the Kill Team is going to be sent to a different person. I'm going to be receiving another miniature in its place. We get to keep our leaders, but everything else will get mailed out. So I'm kind of wanting to make each one like a little mini diorama. But I think the cool thing is I'm hoping by the time I'm done with it, each little diorama will pretty much dictate these colors, hopefully. And it'll be really cool. And they all kind of just stand on their own. That is the hope at the moment. What are you working on, man? That's pretty sick. I'm wanting to get back to building my Space Marine set. Oh, dude, I feel you on the video games, man. What game you playing? And what kind of Space Marines? But I feel I need to, once I'm out of this project, and I don't have any current commissions going, so I will, well, I take that back. I have one building commission, but I need to sit down and figure out the details of that. But assuming I have nothing else going on, I need to get back into my Emperor's Spears. I've neglected them for far too long at this point, I feel like. A lot of Battlefield 6 and the start of Assault Intercessors. Nice. I really want to play some Battlefield, but money. So once I have money, I will purchase the Battlefield, I'm pretty sure. I played the beta and had a bunch of fun with that. Oh, I feel that, man. I have so much Age of Sigmar. Not even funny. I need to do a lot more work on my Night Haunt. I need to work on my Orcs. There's so many things that could use my attention. And to top it all off, I'm probably about to buy a Knight, so even more things I don't have time to paint, essentially. Dude, yeah, I'm really stoked to do that, because what I want to do is it'll be a Chaos Knight on top of that, and I really want to have it aligned to my Night Lords. So I want to get like a bunch of cool 3D printed stuff done. That way I can do a lot of extra like customizing to the Knight kit. But I don't even know what Knight I want to buy yet. Honestly, I might end up buying two. One Loyalist, one Chaos. Because I want to do one more Knight for my AdMech. And I want that one to be a Lancer. But I don't know. That I'm going to like a Halloween party that is adjacent to a game store party, essentially. So I'm hoping I can trade in a good amount of like Magic cards that I'm not using anymore, and get some store credit and maybe walk away with one Loyalist, one not so loyal Knight. Got bored with my Chaos Space Marines. That's fair enough. They're cool, don't get me wrong. I love my Night Lords, but yeah, I mean, I get it. Once you get to a certain point, only so much you can do at that point. Well, depends. I'm going to Adepticon this year, so I ended up trading a lot of my cards previously for money to go to Adepticon, so I don't really know how much I have left in that stock, so to speak, but I'm hoping it's enough to maybe get like 100 or something, and I think I could swing the rest of that for more minis. Pretty new to Warhammer. The last couple months, my cousins here invested and heavily got me into it. Well, welcome into the hobby, first of all. Good on your cousins. Hopefully you weren't in another expensive hobby to get into another expensive hobby. Because Warhammer is not exactly cheap. but it is a lot of fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. Plus, unlike Magic, you at least get the option to continue to use a lot of the same minis. Like, they don't really get rotated out. They don't really go out of print or out of style. Like, I mean, I guess they technically do, but not in the way that Magic does things. Definitely not in the way Magic does things. Magic is much crazier in that regard, which is why I only play Commander. So I get to have my fun and eat that cake too, basically. I run proxies, I play Commander, don't really care what the new meta is. Though, I mean, honestly, I haven't been a huge fan of, like, the Universes Beyond stuff. I don't know if you're into Magic at all, but if you're not, that's fine. Disregard anything I'm saying. It's just rambling, essentially. But what I'm really excited to get into now is Trench Crusade. I just did a mini for a painting competition with some friends. I did that through TikTok, and I think it's also on Instagram as well. So if you have any interest in finding those pictures of that mini, I have them both on TikTok and Instagram. I think I ultimately have more on TikTok, but I'll go ahead and show you now anyway. But I did non-metallic metal on a Death Commando, which I think came out pretty snazzy. I think he looks pretty cool, so I'm hoping I'll win. If I do, I'll get a free Trench Crusade warband, which would be quite nice. Whew, excuse me. But even if I don't, I'm probably going to order a warband anyway. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this guy so far. I think I'm going to push these... I don't even know what to call them. Highlights? Maybe? I don't know. But this cold line here, basically. Just kind of push those a little bit. Just do them as some edge highlights. One thing I'll say, assuming you're still listening, is whenever you get around to painting, if you have bright overhead lights, which are amazing for painting, don't get me wrong, but sometimes this will look vastly different in different lighting. So I highly recommend You take your miniature, pull it out somewhere where the lighting isn't as harsh. And then that way you can kind of get an idea of what that miniature will really look like outside of your painting lamps, which is quite handy. And I need to change my water here soon. I know it's got to be getting close. And beyond that, just don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to do multiple layers. And just have fun, man. Painting's just a good time. Helps you unwind, de-stress. And most importantly, just don't compare yourself to others. You know, that's gonna cause you the most pain and suffering. I speak from experience on that one. Just focus on making miniatures and paints what you think is cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna set him down. Pretty happy with him. You're cool, you're cool. You, I think you're my next victim. Yeah. Yeah. Just like I did before, we're gonna start bringing in those blues and jades back in. Like this cloth can be this jade, I think. And the nice thing about this color scheme, I think, too, while kind of cool to look at in a vacuum, because you get to see either side, like one is either all cold colors or all warm colors, accented by their flips. Like, I don't have to worry about blending too much, because like those stark lines really do kind of help sell the effect in a lot of ways. And of course, if the music needs tweaking at all, please let me know. Wouldn't imagine it's too loud right now, but I've been wrong before. Welcome in, everybody. If anybody has questions, feel free to ask. I'll be right back, everybody. I'm gonna go switch my paint water. All right. All right. I'm hydrated. My water is refreshed. Back to painting. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Wow. That was bad. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Alright. Scrape well. Going well. Maybe think I have anything. A dark turquoise. A regular turquoise. Need like bright as fuck turquoise. Let's see if we can make sky blue work though. I got ideas, Captain. Yeah, boy. Then we add like a little bit of white blue, you know? Because we're crazy. It'll be a white blue. And bada bing. I got a bright blue as fuck boy. Add a bit more of the white blue in there. One second, guys. Okay. I think that had the intended effect, which is cool. So, oh my goodness, excuse me. Now we can work on the front a little bit. Just a little smidgen. I want to get these dudes nice and popping before they get yeeted all over the country. A little bit of yote. You're gonna be orange. Congratulations. You are now a new valued member of the team. And those are gonna be turquoise. Because fuck what you heard, it's what you're hearing. Yeah, boy. We're cooking with bacon now. Oh, holy moly gazzoli. I'm okay, Twitch, I swear. I did not just, like, break all the bones in my neck. Just a lot of air pockets got popped. I tell you what. And now, the fun part. Putting colors where they probably don't belong. But boy howdy, we're gonna do it. 'Cause that looks cool AF. work back into that. Hey, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. We're just chilling, vibing, painting some Dark Eldar, which Dark Eldar probably wouldn't be thrilled about chilling and vibing, but you know, they're just gonna have to deal with it, I think. They don't have much of a choice. Just like I don't have much of a choice of people leaving. Despite my sultry accent and voice. Oh my god. Who would have thunk? Okay. Alright, if there's anybody watching, just so you're aware, I will be ending the stream in about 15 minutes at the 2-hour mark. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day or evening. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Hammerman? How you doing? Just working on the Dark Eldar, which are not so dark currently. Off work, big chillin', nice. Yeah, so I got 2 running color schemes for the unit right now. Half is going to be like this, other half is going to be super warm and then super cold on some version of the miniature, like I did most of him earlier. Hopefully achieving like a cyberpunky synthwave kind of look. So just kind of wrapping up. Honestly. Thanks, man. But like, I think he's pretty cool. I think he's probably the one I'm the most happy with, because you get like a really cool transition if you like spin him around. Which I quite dig. Yeah. Man, this dude in particular kind of annoyed me, because I forget what the other weapon option is for the kill team, but I had originally built it as the other one, and then I realized it had to be this guy, so I actually had to take apart this guy and figure out how to get this dumb gun on him. Splinter cannon, okay, yeah. See, I thought it was a splinter cannon we were supposed to have, and it was not. Yeah, it was quite the ball ache. 100%. So how was work? You get big pigeon money today? Fuck no. Damn. That sucks, dude. Oh, nice. Well, that's good at least. Speaking of schoolwork and this potential weekend, did you want to tag along to the party, or did you have to stay back to be a responsible adult? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's a no-go then. Yeah, I mean, the alternative would be like, come up with me and then do your homework at like the game store, but like, who the fuck wants to do that, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, the party wouldn't start until like 8 anyways, so like I said, if you wanted to do your schoolwork before the party, and while I'm just at like the game store, you probably could. I have no idea what the Wi-Fi situation's like, so that could be a problem potentially, but just a thought. Yeah. No, dude, I feel you. Nah, do what you gotta do. I'll be back on Saturday night or Sunday morning, one of the two. Speaking of Sunday, do you want to go to the Bits Bazaar? I'm already planning on meeting Adam up there, and hopefully he'll have my 3D printed guys. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll either pick you up Sunday morning on my way back in, and we'll just go directly to the Bits Bazaar, or I'll grab you Saturday night, assuming it's not bonkers late. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm hoping he'll have all my 3D print stuff done, because it looks like, you know, it right now I'd say the 3D print quality that he's able to do is decent. Like, it'll definitely take some cleanup. It's not going to be anywhere near as good as like resin printing, but I'm thinking for like, I think $15, it's going to be worth the cleanup. Like, I think I can probably spray with like a filler primer and then just do a little bit of sanding, as long as I do it real light. And then I can make them look pretty smooth, I think. Either that, or I'll talk to, I think Nahalia does a lot of PLA printing and has some tricks up her sleeve I could ask about. I'm shooting for the moon, I feel like. Yeah, I feel you, tanks and bigger stuff I think would be like perfectly fine. But he's printing out those Heresy Terminators and the like 5 Sword Brethren from Black Templar. And he test printed one of the Sword Brethren today, and like I said, it doesn't look bad. It looks a lot better than the previous test prints. Like, it could definitely use some cleanup, but like I said, I don't think for the price that I'm getting them for is unreasonable. And like, I don't think it'll be that difficult to clean up and make look pretty good. And I mean, if I'm wrong, then I just won't do it again. Or, you know, like, he can be terrain guy. Because FDM does do pretty well for, like, terrain and things that you don't really mind having a little bit of texture on. Yeah, for sure. Do have some random third-party Templar stuff from Randobox. I got back some. Okay, yeah, no worries. Sounds good. Is it raining outside? No, it's partly cloudy. I don't know. Every once in a while, I feel like I hear some kind of like rain. Okay, I really like how this guy came out. Like, I'm just kind of tweaking things. But yeah, no, I mean, once I get him in hand and I got him cleaned up, like, I'll send you some pictures. Cause I'm pretty hopeful. Because, yeah, they're definitely going to take some cleaning, but like I said, I think he'll be alright. Probably could. Kind of like that though. Man, whatever. I'm gonna leave it. Keep thinking it's cool. At least I have until like December to get this done. At least. That gives me quite a bit of leeway. It was funny though, the guy who's organizing all this messaged me the other day and is like, it's not going to be a problem for you to get everything done, right? And I was like, no, like I don't know if you're following my channel at all, but like I just wrapped up Trench Crusade stuff, so just waiting on competition results there and stuff. Like, yeah, it's not a problem. So, but I get it though, like everybody's committing a fair amount of time and money to this. Yeah, full kill team. Yep, full 10 Deuterinos. So at the end of the day, we'll still have a Dark Eldar Kill Team around, which will be nice. It'll just be kind of a hodgepodge of painters. Oh yeah, no, I'm like basically already halfway there. Like everything's already base coated and just ready for final steps. I feel like everything minus these three in the background are at like a solid 60% done. Still got a while to go on them, but definitely feeling much better about the whole thing than I was previously, especially because a lot of people started like really cranking into it in the last few weeks, or really last like 2 weeks really, and I was like kind of the first person to do a whole lot of it, and but that was just on my leader, and then everyone else was like finishing or was getting pretty far into the process. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta start doing stuff. I know I got until December, but fuck. People starting to crank. I gotta crank in return. And then, like I said, I've been reading over some of the Trench Crusade stuff. And that's got me excited. Especially now that I know we can play it on, like, TTS. Yeah, I finished up the Trench Crusade guy, which took way longer than I initially anticipated. But that was my own insanity, just going, yeah, we'll do non-metallic metal. And then I think I repainted him like 3 times. Well, I know, well, not the whole miniature, to be fair. I repainted the right leg a solid 3 or 4 times. I know that. And then about halfway done with that, I was getting confident. I still think there's a lot I could have done better, but at the same time, I'm not upset with the results that I got. So I'm cool with that. And honestly, so far, like, and this is how I know I'm probably going to lose, because I'm about to toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm the only competitor in that contest that really went that far out and really did something different. But like I said, though, that right there, that boast will probably be my downfall. Though I don't know who's judging this year. I know last year's Beard and Brush and a couple other people. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. The judges could always tell me, I guess. Just be like, yeah, like, it was good, but I like guy number 3 with the snow. It's like, alright, well, you know, I guess I can't argue with personal preference, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that will be the case or not. Because, like, last year we had a lot of people participating, and a lot of people knew what they were doing. Not to say that people don't this time around, but it's more of a... I just don't think a lot of people knew what to do 100%. And last time we did random miniatures too from Trench Crusade, so I think that was a big part of it too, which is why everyone voted to do the same miniature this time around, so that way everyone was kind of having to do the same thing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and that's why, like, if anyone asks, I always say it's a friendly competition, even though there is prizes. But yeah, like, I'm not gonna get stressed out if I don't win. At least this year, it's same miniatures. Everyone just has to figure it out, at least. I feel like I got a pretty strong standing. So we'll see. But I think this is where I'm going to call it, though. I'm going to try to get ready for bed and such, but do a little quick turn-a-rooski. I might hit that with some turquoise. I don't know. But I don't really mind it being like that either. Did this dude earlier. Alright, well, yeah, the bird is cool. Yeah, I like the bird. I agree. Yeah, burb. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, man. Thanks for hanging out, Hammerman. Good to see you, Boot. Around even. But yeah, have a good night, man. I will catch you later. Bye.